Hey, how's it going everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this great visual card trick that is perfect to open your routine with. But really quickly, before we get into the performance, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you do subscribe with those post notifications on for more card and magic trick performance and tutorial videos like this one. If you do enjoy this trick, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up. And now let's get right into this performance. Okay, so I'm going to start off this trick by giving the deck some overhand shuffles here, just mixing up the order of cards. And at this point, with the deck completely mixed up, I am going to need my spectator to make a selection. So what we're going to do here is just take off cards from the top of the deck. My spectator can call stop anywhere they want to, and where they call stop will be their cards. Let's say they call stop right here. And we're going to go ahead and place down the card that my spectator chose. So in this case, they selected the 10 of diamonds. What we're going to do here, guys, is take the 10 of diamonds, my spectator's card. We're going to place it on top of the deck, just like this. And I'm going to show you that the card you chose, the 10 of diamonds, actually has some pretty cool magical powers, because if I snap my fingers over the deck, wave my hand over the card, I'm going to push up on the 10 of diamonds, and you will notice that it gets the card right below it to change into a red-backed card. Now, that was pretty cool, but wouldn't it be amazing if the 10 of diamonds got the entire deck to change into a red-backed deck? And now if we go back to the card that you selected, the 10 of diamonds, you may have thought we started this trick with a blue-backed deck, but I'm going to prove to you that was also an illusion, because check out the card, the 10 of diamonds is a red-backed card, and the entire deck is now red with no blue-backed cards in sight. So guys, that is the trick. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you want to learn how to do it, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance. This trick is not too difficult to perform, and it has a very powerful visual effect. So let's get right into the tutorial. So in order to perform this trick, all you're going to need is two different colored decks of cards. A red and blue bicycle deck worked best. And you are going to need some double-sided tape. So the gimmick that you're going to need to make is just a double-backed card. It's really easy. I just took the Joker from the red-backed deck and then a Joker from the blue-backed deck. Place some double-sided tape on the face of one of the Jokers, put the other card on top, applied pressure, and you've just made your gimmick. This is the only gimmick you need. It's really easy. And technically, there's another gimmick here. It's basically just you taking out a card from the blue deck in this case. It can be any card. I just chose the 10 of diamonds. And you're going to place a little strip of double-sided tape on the back of this card, right there in the middle. That's all you need to do to this card. And with these two cards made, you're good to go. And also, I do recommend you remove the corresponding card from the deck that you're using, just so your spectator doesn't see the card come up twice, because they could get suspicious. So you can just place this in your pocket. And like I mentioned at the start of this video, this is a great trick to open your routine with, because it does involve a little gimmick here, and then at the end you come off basically clean with a deck that you can use for other tricks. Technically at the end you are going to have this little gimmick here that you're going to probably want to palm off. I'll talk about that later, but guys, let's continue with the tutorial on how to perform this trick. So you're going to place your gimmick like this, face up on the top. In this case, the blue back is going to be showing. If you had a blue deck here, the red back would be showing. So this goes on first, and then your single card with the double tape on the back, that goes right there on top, and you're ready to start. You can place the cards in the box. I like to have the box just because it adds another visual element and kind of reassures your spectator you're using a blue deck. Well, in reality, the majority of these cards are red. So you can start off with the deck on the table, go up to your spectator, tell them you're going to shuffle up the cards to start. So you're going to take out the cards, make sure you're really careful, keep them square, don't flash anything like that. You do not want to reveal any red cards, so keep it square. Do some overhand shuffles with the cards face up. Just slide off some cards here, and then bring this portion right back to the top, because you need to keep your cards there on top. And don't turn them over like this. You need to keep these cards face up, because you could accidentally flash. So just do this for a little bit. Tell your spectator you're mixing up the cards, then get your setup cards back on top. Square them up. Turn the deck over, and here's what you guys are going to want to do. You're going to want to do the Hindu shuffle force. It's quite easy. You're going to kind of get in this grip with your four fingers on one side of the deck and then your thumb on the other. And you're just going to be taking off about 3/4 of cards here from the bottom, just like so. And you're going to take off little bits of cards like this as you go, and you're going to tell your spectator to call stop anywhere. And while you're doing this, make sure you turn this card over a little bit. This is the top card. This is our 10 of diamonds. You want to do this because you really want to get in your spectator's head that you are using a blue deck. And if you keep doing this periodically, they will think that, oh, you're just showing, a bunch of different blue back cards and that all these cards are blue. So make sure you are doing that, but in reality, you're only showing them the top card. And that is the card that you're ultimately going to force here in a sec. So wherever your spectator calls stop, let's say they call stop right here, you're going to say, okay, you could have called stop anywhere. And here's the card that you called stop at. This is the top card, that 10 of diamonds. So you're going to go ahead and just kind of place it down there on the table. Make sure you show them that this is a blue back. And also they're going to see the gimmick here. They're going to see this is blue, which is great. And all the other cards are red, obviously. So make sure you keep this square. Turn the card over. Place the card there on the table. You can kind of show your spectator here, this blue card. Make sure they get this in their head that this is a blue deck. In reality, it's red. So you're showing them the gimmick here. And then you're going to turn it face up and bring the gimmick right there to the top of the deck. Square up all the cards and you're ready to move on. So when you turn them over, be careful. Make sure you don't accidentally flash. So keep all the cards square. You're going to bring your spectator's card, the 10 of diamonds, right to the top. And at this point, when you place it on top, you're allowing the double-sided tape to do its work. So essentially, the double stick tape is allowing the gimmick to stick to the back of this card. So now you technically have, 3 cards together. You have your spectator's card, then right below it, you have your 2 cards back to back. So you apply a little bit of pressure here as you're talking to your spectator. You need that gimmick to stick to the back here. So just apply a little bit of pressure as you're talking, and you're going to tell them the 10 of diamonds is actually pretty magical, the card that you chose, because you're going to push up and then you're going to reveal the red backed card there. This is just, part of the deck. This is, just a random card, because at this point you have the gimmick stuck right to the back of your spectator selection. You're going to place the card down on the table, make sure everything's square, and make sure the double-sided tape has allowed that gimmick to stick. Place it down. You're going to show them, okay, the card right below the 10 of diamonds is actually changed into a red-backed card. Snap your fingers, wave your hand over the deck, do whatever you want to. Show them that the entire deck actually has changed into all red cards. At this point, your spectators can be completely confused because they had been seeing, blue cards the entire time. And then the kicker at the ending is showing them that the back of this card that they chose has turned into a red card. Obviously, this is the other side of the gimmick, but your spectator's not going to know that. You can kind of hand this card to your spectator to examine. It does feel a little bit thick, I will admit, but if you have a lay spectator, they're not really going to notice that. So make sure they don't fiddle with it too much, because at this point you can kind of get into another trick, palm this off into your pocket or whatever, and then bring your other 10 of diamonds back into play if you need a full deck. So just keep that in mind there for this trick. You don't come off completely clean with this, but your spectator can completely examine all of these cards, which is really great because this is all normal. These are all normal cards. So guys, this is the trick. I hope everything I explained made sense. This one's not too difficult. It does have a very powerful visual effect, and I definitely recommend you give this trick a try. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.